Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and call tonight's meeting to order. It is August 7th, 2019, 7 p.m. This is considered a regular meeting. Has anybody taken a look at tonight's agenda? I would like to go ahead and make one addition to tonight's agenda for Eden Valley Rescue. Put them in between the Eden Valley Fire Relief Association and the boards and commissions reports. Any other changes?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with that one change.
All right, I have Dan with motion to approve with the changes. Pat with a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, on to tonight's consent agenda. Anybody have any comments, questions? All right, then I will go ahead and make a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda.
Second.
Dan with the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. On to approval of the bills. Anybody have any comments, questions? All right, then I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the bills minus the one for Thielen Machine.
I'll second.
Have Troy with the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to pay Thielen Machine.
All right, motion to pay Thielen Machine. I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
And on to Eden Valley Fire Rescue Association, Scott Thielen.
Good evening. I'm Scott Thielen with the Eden Valley Fire Relief Association. Basically, I've just come to go through our schedule for the year, our retirement. So the paperwork you have in front of you, the first page there, it's going to show you all of our active paid out members. As you can see, we did have one paid retirement on that was in February of this year. We paid out. Greg Thielen also retired. It shows on here as it is paid for our 2019 paperwork. It hasn't been paid out yet, but this is a projection of our 2019. And if you also go down to William Ruland, he has already given us a notice as of October. So that one's going to show paid also there again as an assumption of what our numbers are for this year. So if you go to the second page, that is our deferred members. We have two deferred members that we owe for their 12 and 10 years of service yet. They stay on there until they turn 50, and then we will pay them out. So we have 8-9 years left on them. So that's that page. The next page, I know your copy's a little odd, that says it's just unpaid installments at all, which we don't have any. The next page starts going into costs, projections of assets. If it goes down, it's at the top there, it's just our member liabilities, deferred liabilities. It's the numbers that were on the previous pages. And some costs and stuff, and then they have projections of net assets. It'll go down with our fire, state aid, supplemental aid, contributions from the city, interest, member dues, this and that, and it says our total projected income, and then it shows the pensions that have been or will be paid this year. Administrative expenses for our projected at the end of this year of $511,877. On the next one, it shows a projection again of surplus or deficit, and once we go through it, our accrued liability of our members is $571,075, so it actually shows us running about a deficit of $59,198. So our fund is about 90% funded. The next page shows a calculation if there's a required contribution by the city. If you go down through here, they do the last 10 years, a few of our payouts we've had. if you go down further, it just shows the numbers. These numbers are just from prior in the form. They're plugging them into different areas here. So they go down through it with administrative expenses, state aid and stuff like that that was in there. And then they do an addition of our projected assets. And what it shows at the bottom is there's a required contribution of $1,287. If you look at that, that's rolled in with the contribution that the city already gives us. So the city does a $5,000, they give us a contribution of $5,000, and then the members have all turned in their, we have given back our meeting money, and then the city contributes that also. So it's a total of $8,000 the city gives, and that $1,287 is in that. So it's not like you're coming up with another $1,287. So it's already figured into that contribution. So, and then the last page, it's the max benefit worksheet. Basically, it says, if you go through it, it does a 3-year average. It shows 2018, 1609 was like where we could have been. 17 and 16, they do a number. They come up with an average financing for 3 years, and then our max on some calculations that the state auditor does could be $2,500. So we're currently at $1,550, and after we looked through this and with the payouts we had, and just as the board went through it, we had felt that we were just going to stick with that this year. We're not going to approach you guys at all for a raise this year. So, any questions at all?
Yeah, I was gonna bring up just one thing here, just so
Yep.
the rest of the council knows. If you, on page 4 of your financial projections worksheet, you said you were running a deficit of $59,000.
Yep.
Now that is just if everybody that's eligible for retirement retires tomorrow.
Yeah, there's trainings you've done and different things, and they say, last year we were actually running over 100% funded.
Mm-hmm.
And then with markets and everything else, and then a few, the payouts we're gonna have, it's brought us down below the 100%, and that's all it is that's what it's, yes, today, if everybody that was owed any money retired, that would be the amount that we'd be short. But you gotta remember, we have people at 10 years that are, very little money. There's guys at a year now, or even under a year, that aren't eligible for anything for 10 years. So it's all that. You got guys that are ready to retire at 30 years and some that aren't eligible at all. So it all works out, it averages out, so. But,
Yep. Just wanted to
yep.
have you clear that up. So. All right. Any other questions? No?
Very well done.
Very well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
All right, and then on to Eden Valley Rescue.
Good evening. You told us that we could put 4 on. So we had interviews on Sunday night, the 4 officers did. We interviewed 6 people, and we picked 4 out of those 6. We are gonna have them do background checks, so we're not going to say who they are until we get that done, because they have to have the background check first. And after that, then we'll put them on the department.
Okay.
So we're hoping that's done by the rescue meeting on the 19th. Because we have training over in Painesville on the 20th, 21st, or 22nd. We had to pick one day, one night. Everyone had to pick one night to go over there and train. So.
Okay.
Any questions on any of that?
Do rescue members go on probation for a period of time?
1 year? just like fire.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. And you said that you'll have their background checks and that stuff done by your next meeting. When's that? In a couple weeks or?
Yeah,
Okay.
we gotta get them filled out. I haven't called any of them. We're gonna get those filled out this week,
Okay.
tomorrow night. It'll be-
Now, Cindy, a question for you. If I remember right, they have to present the people they're hiring so that we can approve the hires. So luckily enough, we actually have a workshop on the 21st. Would you have that information by then? And we bring it in,
Yep.
have it done by, yeah, okay. It could be you, could be an officer, officer
What
in the
night is that?
rescue. It's a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Could be Scott too, if I.
Yeah,
What's
It's
that?
one of your training nights, I think.
I'm going over there Thursday. So I'd
No,
have
she
to take off
said,
work.
she said the 19th they have training.
Oh.
I thought you said the 20th.
Well, we have
and
a,
21st.
we have a training in Painesville, those 3 nights, just, we also have a regular meeting on
The
the
19th.
19th of August.
Is there, to present them pending their background checks and having the council approve them now, or have you not spoken with them?
I have not spoken
Okay.
with them, because
Okay.
we just did this Sunday night. So I honestly don't think it would be fair if I said, because
Okay.
I have not called
Right, because they
2
haven't
that
spoken.
did not get accepted, and I did not
Absolutely.
call the other 4. That's what I'm gonna do tonight when I go home.
okay. So then on the 21st, that you guys got, nobody will be available to do that, then we'd have to figure out another time.
I can look at my schedule.
Okay, well, it could be you, it could be any of the other officers. Or
We can do it next council
or we
meeting,
could,
too.
or we could wait until next council meeting, I guess, too, yeah. Which would be on the 4th.
So we could not have them go to that training then?
They,
Right, I'm assuming that she's gonna want them to go to the
yeah,
training.
that's why I was thinking about, if we could get it in, get it by the 21st. Well, no, that's your
Still
training
too
night,
late.
still too late.
I don't see why they couldn't go to the training without being approved. I mean, it's basically at that point, it's a formality.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
I think we've done it
The
before.
reason we want to get them in that training is it's actually a training that qualifies for our,
EMSRB.
The MSRB, the regulatory board that qualifies for that training that we have to take to keep that up. So we would like to get them on that if we could.
You could put it so that you allow them to start the training pending, I mean, obviously, the chief
Yeah.
is gonna review the background checks, and if they pass the background checks, and they can go to the training, and then somebody from
Yeah, it's-
rescue will come and present their names on the 21st, and then those 4 could be approved at that time.
yeah, I suppose if they don't pass the background check, you're not gonna hire them anyway, so. yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, I would not see an issue with that.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Hmm.
Comments? No?
No.
How about, Jen, you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with
Commissioner?
that. I think we've done that before.
Okay, we might have. Okay. All right, well then I think that settles it then.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
Thank you.
All right, let's see, we got boards and commission reports. We've got the planning commission. Looks like we've got 2, if I can pull that up here. Looks like we've got a carport addition to a garage, and looks like two of them, so. Looks like according to this, the planning and zoning signed off on them,
Correct.
so. Anybody see any issues?
Nope.
I don't
No?
see any issues.
Make a motion, we approve the 2 permits.
All right, I'll second that. Any, uh, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. On to rental inspections. Looks like we've got one unit that's past due to be licensed. Looks like the second notice has been mailed out. Looks like there's been 4 inspections that have been completed, or to be completed in August. 1 temporary license has been issued, and then looks like he's got 3 more after that on deck. So looks like he's been or going to be pretty busy.
I don't know if that second
Yeah, that second one.
run of 3, I don't know if that's for September, or if those are ones.
Well,
that was approved.
yeah, I just noticed here now, it's like, he's got follow-up, and he's got 4 of them for follow-up inspections.
Oh, okay.
And then 3 for just inspections that are to be done in August.
And follow-up inspections typically are, he had them probably
We
do,
do something, yeah.
yeah, and then he follows up to make sure they do.
Yeah. All right, anybody, any questions? All right, and then on to parks.
We had a
Right.
meeting scheduled, we didn't have a quorum, so we canceled the meeting. There wasn't really anything on the table. We're in the middle of campaign for bringing in some funds, so we've gotten a few checks, so thank you to those who have sent money in.
Did we get letters?
Yep, letters went out.
I never got one.
They went out to, I do not mail to residents. These are businesses.
Okay.
and, you know,
Yep.
And then they put it in the paper. So we got a few letters, couple checks from people who had either seen it in the paper or their family lives here, and so they sent a check. And that'll be next, just the mailing to the residents.
Yeah. Okay.
How are we doing? You've been working with the contractor for some more dirt work, is that correct?
Yes.
How's that going?
Slow. They're in the middle of another contract that they have that they're working on, so we're trying to get, my understanding is Jim was over and doing by when the fencing, the privacy fence, and they'll be in tomorrow to put up the privacy fence. So that'll get in, and then hopefully next week we'll get more of the dirt work done, and then we can get the pickleball and that tar. They're just, the tarring people have been here and they're waiting for that to happen, so they're ready to
Okay.
go with it. The health inspector was out for the splash pad and looked good, and he took photographs of everything, and
So I'm guessing that passed inspection.
it did. He would like to see it up and moving, and so he'll swing by. He has another area down the road, about 8 miles, so he'll be back to do a second inspection there, and then he'll swing by and look and see further if we've gotten any further.
How many activities do we have on the splash pad, or different units?
Right
Oh.
now, we're all together.
All
yeah,
together?
How many do we have all together?
I think it's 8.
8, okay.
On the splash pad? It might be more than that, actually.
More than that?
Yeah.
Then 8, I didn't count the 3
Yeah.
rings separately.
You
Okay.
know,
I would count
yeah, you
them
got
as
the,
one.
got the rings, ladybug, palm tree.
There's
Yeah.
a shooting thing.
Cannon.
Cannon.
There's some that is
Oh,
spray
yeah,
up in the air.
there's 10 or more,
Okay.
I think.
And somebody a while back asked how many different activities or units or whatever you want to call them
Yeah.
on there.
8 to 10.
I had no idea.
Do we have a date when we're gonna do a run this year with that thing, or are we gonna?
Well,
People are
I'd like to
waiting.
try, but, you know,
People
we'll
are
have to.
asking, are we
I
gonna
don't
open
know.
up this
Yeah.
year through Labor
I-
Day, or what are we doing?
Part of the reason that we haven't is it's dirt,
Yeah,
and like dirt all the way around, it's
Dirt
dirt.
turns into mud.
Yeah, and all you'd have to do is turn on one of these and it will be mud all over the, So,
But I'd still like to try to do like some type of park dedication and, you know, sometime yet this fall.
yeah.
You know, get everybody together.
How much extra would it cost to put sod around the first 6 feet around that splash pad, so, you don't have them on?
Something we have to check into.
Yeah, something to check
Yeah,
into.
We have someone who's gonna seed it, but to sod it,
I'm sure it's gonna have.
a few thousand.
And sod might even be better for next spring even. That's gonna be a good seed bed. So,
Yeah.
No.
Especially if you wanna try to get it up and running this year. I mean, if you're just gonna seed it, that's never gonna be ready.
Sod, we can go right away. Turn that thing on, let's go. But maybe sod is expensive too, that might be.
Put snow fence up around it.
I'll blow
Keep the
maybe.
kids out.
That's not gonna stop them from being muddy though, and that's not gonna stop them. It'll stop from the outside, but they'll still get mad. There'll be mud all over that thing. I thought of that too, I thought about snow fencing it, but they'll be all over that thing if there's dirt.
Well, hopefully, we'll come together here in the next.
A lot of people ask me, I wanna try that thing out yet this year.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, end of August, beginning of September, it's good hot weather.
It will be.
anyway, So,
Hopefully, we'll see.
get it rocking.
So.
I think Jim said that they were insulated the building, the
Yeah.
ceiling,
Oh, okay.
insulated that. That's all done.
Bathrooms in?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting there, finally.
Let's sort of hurry up and now we have to wait.
I think
Yeah.
people forget how long some of this stuff takes.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a process.
All right. Moving on to EDA. The only thing I was going to put on there is that there will be a business group roundtable on August 27th at the community center. We're going to go through, as the EDA and myself, we're going to pull the business, our business owners in for a meeting. Just kind of go over and talk to them about what the current business climate is like, what they're seeing, their needs are, and this is more of getting information from the business community on what the greatest need is. Kind of give us something to focus on for the next 12 months, 18 months, 2 years, and whether it's we need housing, whether or not we need a bigger industrial park, or expanded commercial sector, things like that. But we want to start actually formulating of what our priority is going to be, and move, make actionable steps towards that priority to get the city growing. So
Will that be a day meeting or an evening meeting?
it'll be an evening meeting. All right. And then let's see, go back to, I can go back to here. Is we have the resolution, or onto resolution 2019-19. This would be a resolution to accept sealed offers. Since we have decided to move forward with potential sale of Brookview Apartments, the idea would be is that we would go ahead and accept sealed bids on the apartment building, since we now have multiple parties that are interested in purchasing said building from the city. And as you can see from the resolution, we're only gonna accept fair market bids only, and that we can refuse the right on any and all bids that do come in. So prevent a lowball offer or anything that doesn't seem to be a good deal for the city. So this resolution just basically outlines that, just so that we can move forward with the bidding process. We will accept, we will accept bids until 4 PM on September 18th of this year.
That's the workshop.
Yeah.
So we can pick the
Yeah, good point. That does coordinate with the workshop that we have that evening. All right, questions, comments?
I like it.
All right,
Do we need to make a motion?
we do.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution 2019-19.
I have a motion to accept resolution.
I'll second.
Troy with second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I have one question. Do the people over there know that we're putting?
Absolutely.
For sale?
Yeah, they've, shortly after we decided to move forward with, looking at potential sale of the building, Cindy, Cindy wrote a letter
Okay.
and Judy delivered it to all the residents so that they know
Okay.
what's going on. Yeah, we wanted to stay out ahead of that, so there wouldn't be any surprises.
Right.
All right, on to public forum. Since there's nobody out in the gallery, we'll go ahead and move on to tonight's department readout. So first up is Cindy.
You have before you the monthly for July, a cash and investment balance with a total cash and investment should be at 7/31/2019 of $2,385,451.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Anybody have any questions on that? Okay.
I put on there, I know at the meeting we had talked about the school had asked to have the robotics sign put on, and one of you wanted to see what the sign would actually look like. And so he did send me the drawing of it. It's a pretty standard sign.
So, not that, I like the idea of letting people know that we have the state champions for robotics. Kind of confused why it's not going on to the board with the rest of the high school state championship type of stuff.
On the board,
There's
For football
for
and
football
baseball.
and baseball, yeah. No, this is not an athletic type of thing, but it's still a state championship nonetheless. I guess I know you probably don't have an answer for that, but
I do not, I didn't ask. They called and asked could they put this out on Highway 55, and the state has given permission, and so I didn't ask them if they're putting something with the others.
So they're putting on both sides of town or just a sign?
It's the one, I had given you the picture the last time. I think the Lions has a sign on there, and there's one other sign, and the state said we have one space left. I didn't know we had any spaces, but we apparently have one left, and so this one will fit along the bottom, midway down this one. And they know that at any time, council can say it's been on there long enough. 2018, the kids graduate, and move on, those kids, and maybe you decide to put something else, they know that this is up to the council to decide. And then maybe they'll do something with the sign at that time. So unless you have concerns, you can tell them they can move ahead with it,
No.
or,
Pat, this is since it falls in the streets area. Any issues?
no,
No? Okay.
she was okay with it, I'm okay with it.
All right. Anybody else? No?
Good for them.
Yeah.
Proud of
Congratulations
them.
to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations to them.
Okay.
and then I just put some information here for, you had brought up at the workshop about setting speed limits, and yes, you can set speed limits, and on city streets, not on state or county roads, and that there is a process, and you have to set the policy first, and then you can set the speed limit. And we don't have a policy in place for setting speed limits, so that would be a meeting for doing that. It's not a public hearing type ordinance. You don't have to have an ordinance for it, but we do have to have a policy in place for it.
No, I assume right now, we're under the assumption that most city streets or all city streets are 30 miles per hour, correct?
Except,
There's a
Trailer
couple that
park,
are
Yeah.
20, but
trailer park, school, trailer park's 10, I think.
what about the road there by the ball field by your house?
I think that's 20.
Yeah, so there's a few streets that are less than 30.
And they're marked, and,
Yeah, they're marked twice, I think, on that street, 20. It would've been a nice place if we ever get our, flashing signs out. We do have 2. We gotta figure out where we wanna go with those yet. We should probably talk about that. I don't know if Jim's got that on his schedule for this fall yet. But we do have 2 of the flashing ones that we purchased on that grant.
Was that the flashing signs or the radar ones?
No, they're flashing.
Flashing? Okay.
Both, I mean, they flash.
Flash and show you speed limit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, radar.
okay. That's what, okay.
I see somebody hit our flashing stop sign down here on 55.
Truck, I think.
That's usually how that goes, isn't it?
Truck can't make the corner.
And we've had 4 phone calls, so before, that said thank you for the stop signs. Here.
I
a couple
stopped.
people ask, when did that stop sign go?
I know, one lady stopped and said, please, I didn't see it. And she zipped through to Bear a while ago. I need to do that, but they did thank us, so there you go.
All right. All right, anything else?
The other would be to schedule a public hearing for this is for the no smoking ordinance. That will be September 4th. And if you want to attach anything else at that time, amending the ordinance. I know at the workshop it was brought up about alcohol at the park.
Yeah, we definitely get that in there, and I think what we need to do is do a special carve out for Fredericks Park. And I can see not having alcohol here at Water Tower Park, because, there's no picnic shelter or anything, but, with Fredericks Park, with the building out there.
Would you do it kind of like we're thinking with smoking, just do a blanket city parks for no alcohol, no smoking? That way you're covered for the future if any other new city parks.
And I think that's what we need to figure out.
The one public, or the first ordinance is to put the park as no smoking.
Yeah.
Is to designate city parks as no smoking.
Because we've got all city-owned buildings, we just need to expand it to include parks.
Correct. And then the other, which would be another amendment, would be if you want to change it, because right now it's no alcohol at the parks. If you want to change that, and there was some concern about people renting for graduations or for.
To take that part out, you mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
And to change it to allowing that or not. That's completely up to you all. I know a concern was brought forward, so this would be the time to do it, because we're gonna already hold a public hearing amending the ordinance, and then we could do that.
So what would you do on your RV parking spots? No alcohol there either?
No, I think you allow alcohol down at the Fredericks Park.
Because right now it's no alcohol.
Right now it's.
Right now,
Oh, yeah.
it's no alcohol in any park. So we're gonna have to be park specific, saying like Water Tower Park, no alcohol, Fredericks Park's allowed. I mean,
I think it'd probably be easier just to do an exception. Go no alcohol on city-owned property except for.
Fredericks Park.
right, we're gonna make it park specific.
But
And I don't believe it's city-owned,
No?
because we own the community center.
Oh, that's right, that's
And
true.
we rent that and we.
But that's not a
rent
park,
that.
if we,
Right, you're talking
if you
just
stick with
parks.
parks.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay, I'll write it, I'll put it out, put it as a public hearing notice, and if at the meeting you decide that this isn't the way to go, then you just don't vote for it, don't
Yeah,
have it.
and we can, yeah, that works. I was gonna say we could,
Let's say with the cigarette stuff, make sure we include cigarettes versus e-cigarettes also.
Yeah.
To include e-cigarettes or
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, because you see, I think they just ban them in the bars now again.
e-cigarettes now?
No, they fall under the smoking statute now. E-cigarettes are also included.
It's called an
Electronic.
something device. Yeah, it's a very long word, but yes, that's in
Inhalation
there.
device.
Okay,
Okay. I'm done.
all right, thank you. Anybody have anything for Cindy? No? All right, on to Public Works, since Jim's not here, anything that he left you guys? No?
No, he did speak with,
Kent?
no, R.L. Larson
Okay,
on, and so they hadn't gotten back to him. He wasn't in today. He had a day off today. But they're getting back on if there's anything that on the punch list that's left to do this year. So Jim wanted to know about 2 sewer things that were found, and so he just wanted to verify that those got done. And I talked to Chuck with Waldman Mink, and he's coming by tomorrow, and he'll move forward with putting the stuff together for the assessment hearing.
okay. All right, and I guess we'll go ahead and move on to Ernie.
I got the monthly report. Any questions on that? We had National Night Out last night. We had 2 neighborhoods that participated in National Night Out. One of them had a really big turnout. The other one did it for the first time. They had a pretty good turnout. So I made it to both of them. Mayor Bankston made it to both of them. I think we got one that wants to do it for next year. They're trying to figure it out already, so they hopefully have 3, maybe hopefully 4 next year. But went well. It was good. It was a nice turnout, beautiful night for it, and people who put on did a good job. A lot of good food. So it was all good. I think that's all I got. Anything
Okay.
else? Unless you got something for me.
Oh, anybody got anything for Ernie?
On that National Night Out thing, would it be advantageous to, I know some cities just do like one big one at like a city park or something like that? No?
We talked
No,
about
we-
that, but we kind of went,
No,
Well, I know that down in the one, they have a pretty good one going, but.
Yeah, we're not gonna share.
I think that kind of, right, I think that it's not what National Night Out's about. I mean, you got Valley Days that we do a city celebration during Valley Days. All of a sudden, if we run a night out for everybody, like we did, Valley Days kickoff was a city night out, like Valley Days is a city night out. I think National Night Out the way it's designed for neighborhoods.
yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's designed for, to get to know your neighbors, get to know all that stuff in your neighborhood, so, for crime watch and kids, and if you do one big event, I think that's gonna detour from, that's my opinion, is gonna detour from what it's designed to do. I seen some people in, like Troy's neighborhood last night I'd never met, and that's how neighbors get to meet each other, and some new people moved in down where the other one's at, some people I've never met, so that was a good thing.
Yep.
If you do a big one in the city, then, who's gonna absorb the cost? And I don't think that's what it was designed for, and that's just my opinion. I think neighborhoods wanna do it, neighborhoods can do it. They don't wanna do it, they don't do it. We want them to do it. The other thing was, I talked to Ellery a little bit too, is that I think it got in the paper late. Should have been out a month before that, which I'm not sure, but I think we talked about it, we got it fixed for next year. So we get something out a month early, so people are aware, they can contact, so me and the mayor can show up and, get the website out for National Night Out and register, do the things you need to do. I think you guys did all yours, but, So,
Not me.
no,
The
but the
la- the
girls
ladies.
did, they did a great job, but biggest thing is get the information out and get your neighborhoods to do it. I just don't think the city should throw a big one, Pat.
No, it was, I've seen on the TV where some cities do like a big.
Yeah, and I just
Whether or
think,
not that's the right
It's
thing.
because they don't have the people wanting to do
and they should,
individually in their neighborhood, and so the city's trying not to lose having something happen, so this is one of the things they do, but I think it's great if there's 2 or 3 or soon to be 4, that would be great.
And the neat thing about last night is there was previous residents that came back
Ah, that's cool.
to visit with other residents that are still here.
right?
So that speaks something about that neighborhood also. So that's pretty cool to see too. So.
So, anything else for Ernie?
I heard good reviews from the kids. They stopped and talked to them and give them little stickers and things like that. I think that's a good program.
Yeah, Valley Day as well. You guys know I do a lot of the public stuff for the kids. I mean, I spend a little money, you see the bills come through, but I think it pays off dividends in the long run, because they do come and expect you, but it's a good interaction with the kids, but Valley Day swiped me out, I hate to say it. So I didn't have a lot, but I had enough to make them a little bit happy, so it was good. I got rid of most of my ice cream stuff and stickers, and it's good interaction for us. That's what it's all about. I mean, it really is, because when something really bad does happen, you want them to trust you and come to you, so you bribe them a little bit, so it all works good.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
All right. All right, for myself, yeah, just to expand on what Ernie was talking about, yeah, I had the opportunity to go to both of them last night, and I was blown away. It was well organized, well run, you know, a lot of people, a lot of food, and just sitting there seeing neighborhoods getting together, and, you know, not just getting together, but really getting together, getting to know each other, and you could hear the jokes and the laughter and the kids playing. I mean, that was really, really neat to see. And yeah, and if anybody's interested, you know, there's the National Night Out website, which we could get to anybody, and yeah, or just, you know, approach myself or Ernie, and, you know, we can, you know, at least get you guys pointed in the right direction if you guys are interested in doing something like that next year. All right. Let's see. Anybody else?
Did you get a chance to talk to that person that was interested in maybe putting up apartments or getting housing in town?
Yeah, we had a meeting on the books, and then he ended up canceling it. He had a scheduling conflict with one of his business partners. We're looking for a time where
Okay.
he can come back out here. What he's trying to do is he's trying to schedule it. He's trying to do a few different areas at the same time. So he's trying to coordinate meetings to where when they come out from the cities, they can just bounce from city to city and get them, you know, then
Okay.
do the initial meetings.
Okay.
I'm gonna float past them that, you know, I'd be more than willing to come to them, you know, to make something, you know, at least get the conversation started, because I do feel it's kind of stalled right now, so.
Okay.
I'll be looking to try to kick it into gear a little bit. All right, anything else? Okay, and then we've got upcoming meetings. So there's a couple listed here. We've got a budget workshop on August 21st, and then our next council meeting on September 4th. I'd also like to so we can get this on the books too, is on September 11th would be our, it's that time again for contract negotiations with the city employees. I'd like to get that notice out to their union rep, you know, in advance, so that way they can get that scheduled, so we can get that taken care of. Get another contract. So, question for you, Troy. I'd really like to have a full council here for that. Would you be able to, if we set it a little bit later, or
Sure.
like 7:30, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Later the better.
Later
the better.
I can't go too late.
Go till midnight. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Set it late, I'll be here.
All right, so I'm gonna set this one for 7:30. I anticipate, I'm hoping, knock on wood, that it won't be a very long meeting. And, yeah, we'll get that taken care of. But other than that, yeah, that'll take care of the next 3 meetings.
Okay, the budget workshop is at 7, correct?
Yes, budget workshop will be at 7, and council meeting on the 4th will be our regular time, 7, and then the September 11th meeting for union contract negotiations will be at 7:30.
Thank you.
Just looking out for you, man.
I might be on that September 11th.
Might be gone, okay.
Yep.
All right, well, let me know when you get a confirmation on that.
Yep.
All right, and then with that being said, we'll go ahead and entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Pat's with the motion, Jan with the
Second
second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Have